Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a review of the Emme Cosmetics Summer Palette, and this is part of a product I have here on my channel which is called Getting Use of My Collection. And basically I pick one palette to focus on, and then I want to use each shade at least 3 times before I come on camera and do a review. And today, as I said, we are going to talk about the Emme Cosmetics Summer Palette. And this is what the palette looks like on the inside. Emme Cosmetics is a indie brand which is based in Canada, and it used to be on Etsy, but now I think you can get it on emmecosmetics.ca. And I found Emme Cosmetics through Instagram, and the owner seemed super sweet, and I knew instantly that I wanted to order something from them. And when they had their Black Friday sale, I thought I wanted to order this one because y'all know I love colorful eyeshadows. But this is the packaging it comes in. It has a very nice mirror and you get 12 eyeshadows in here. They all have like a dip here, so you can see you can take all of the eyeshadows out and rearrange them or put them in something else if you want to travel with just some of them. And my only complaint about this packaging is that even though I just got it, I already have like a crack here in the corner of the palette, and I don't think that it happened during shipping. I don't think so. But I have no idea. I haven't dropped it or anything, so I have no idea how I got this crack here, because all my palettes just lay in a drawer. Same with the writing here on the front. You can see it has started to rub off, which, yeah, I don't know why it would, but yeah, so those are my complaints with the packaging. But as I said, in here you get 12 shades, and this retails for 55 Canadian dollar or Canadian dollars or 43 US dollars or 354 Swedish crowns, and I think that's a reasonable price. You can also get you are supposed to be able to get all of these on the website as singles, I believe, but when I checked when I checked the website, some of them were sold out. So I think this one and this one and this one were sold out. I'm not completely sure, but I will have the website listed in the description box. So let's get into the eyeshadows. As you can probably tell, I love like the brightness of this palette. I love all the shades in here, like the uniqueness of some of the shades. Like this one is pink coral. This is a super unique eyeshadow in my collection. Same with this one. It looks like just an orange, but it has a really nice, like very pretty shift to it. And like this, I have a lime green in my collection, but this is also very unique. And this one right here, I really love this one. It's like a really like orange gold, not like the light yellow golds. It's like a rich orange gold almost. So yeah, I really like the shades in here. Unfortunately, I'm not a huge fan of the formula of these. I know she said on her website that she uses jojoba oil and alcohol as like the binder in the shadows, and for me it's just not enough. I have had difficulties with all of these sort of staying on the lid. I feel like they sort of poofs off, especially this one which is called Olimpo, and also lime green right here. Like as soon as I get them on my lid, they sort of transfer up into my crease, which is very annoying. When you try to do like a detailed look, they will just poof everywhere. And even though they swatch like beautifully, you can see here I have Olimpo on my finger, and you can see on my hand like the swatch is amazing. So I guess the pigmentation is what it's supposed to be or what it should be, but just the binder feels like it's not enough to like stick it onto the lid. Even though I could use like a tacky base. So once I went in with like a creamy eye pencil, and then I topped it with the lime green shade, and like I used that as an eyeliner, but I had the lime green like all up in my crease like in just an hour or so. And also you can see this on my hand is really intense, but if I just like rub over it like this, it almost completely disappears. I don't think you can tell that on like you can't see it on camera as you can see it in like in real life on my hand, but it sort of just dusts away, so it has no like, it doesn't adhere to your skin, which makes it very, very difficult to work with. And I feel like a lot of the shades in here are like that because she uses the same binder for all of them, I believe. So yeah, I will go into the swatches so you can see they are all very, very pigmented and like swatched super nicely. But first we have Periwinkle, which is sort of like your purpley blue, and this is not very pigmented and not very easy to work with. And then we have Summer Sunset, which is a very, very pretty color but a bit too dry, but I really love the uniqueness of this one. And then we have Venice, which is one of my favorites. It's very pigmented. And then we have Flower Petal, which is one of my least favorites. It's not very pigmented and also very dry. And then we have Pink Coral, as I mentioned, is a very, very unique shade and very pretty. And then we have Aquamarine, which is one of my favorites in the palette. And I think the pigmentation and texture is a lot better in this one than it is in the other shade. And then, as I mentioned before, we have Olimpo, which is too dry and does not adhere to the lid. Then Egypt is one of the better shades in this palette, and as I said before, I love the richness of this shade. And Gaia is very pretty foiled on the lid and also one of the better shades. And then, as I said, Lime Green transfers a lot into my crease even though I use a tacky base. Beauty Berry is not very pigmented, unfortunately. And then we have Summer Nights, which is also one of the better shades. So I feel like the ones that have a bit of blue in them work very well with this formula, but unfortunately not like the warm oranges or like this Olimpo, which is the pale shade. And then I have the demo of a look I am wearing right now. So as you can see, I went in with the orange and the pink from the Sleek Ultramattes version 1 palette and just dusted those into my crease. And then I took Curfew by Makeup Geek and I put that in my outer corner. And then when I went in with Lorac Behind the Scenes primer and patted that on the inner half of my eyelid. And then I took Pink Coral and put that all over my inner lid. And then as you can see, I'm wearing Aquamarine on the outer half of my lower lash line and then Venice on the inner half. And then I just have a shimmery white as my inner corner highlight. So I'm very happy with the look I came up with today. And when you do these sort of soft looks, I think you don't... the transfer is not as bad as it is when you try to do, for instance, a cut crease, then you want a really crisp line. You can't do that with these shades because they will sort of dust over the line and make it look not as sharp. And then I have a few other looks that I wanted to mention. And here is the first look, and as you can see, I'm wearing Aquamarine all over the inner part of my eyelid, and this is one of my favorite shades, so this one you could actually do a cut crease with. And then I have this look, which is a lime green, and this is the one I mentioned where I put like a liner down first and then like a cream eyeliner or eye pencil, and then I patted lime green on the inner half, and then I put Periwinkle and Beauty Berry on like the wing. But unfortunately this transferred a lot in my inner crease part. And then for this look I am wearing Summer Sunset all over my eyelid, and then I have a bit of Aquamarine on the wing. And then for this look I am wearing Periwinkle and Beauty Berry all over my lid, and I think I have a bit of Summer Nights in the on the wing. And then in this look I have Gaia all over my eyelid, which is a really pretty look. In this one I am wearing Egypt all over my eyelid, and then I have Summer Nights as a wing, which is really pretty. And in this look I just did the reverse, so I have Summer Nights all over my lid and then I have Egypt as my wing. As you can see, it gives a really different effect. And then the last look here, I am wearing Gaia on the center of my eyelid and Venice along my lower lash line. So yeah, those were my thoughts on this palette. As you can tell, the formula is not really my favorite, and it's not something I would recommend. I don't think I will purchase from their website again, unfortunately. I will keep the palette and keep the shades, but I will put it in a C palette with all my other colorful eyeshadows, because I have bought like an extra large, so I wanted to fit them all in that one. So I am going to continue using them, but unfortunately I don't think I could recommend them. So yeah, that was everything for my review of this palette, and now I'm just going to quickly mention the palette I will be focusing on for the next couple of weeks. And this is the Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions palette, and this is what it looks like on the inside. So I will be using this and yeah, give you my thoughts on it in the future. And let me know up in the poll if you think that I should do a free looks one palette with the palettes I use in my, or like the palettes I do my reviews on. Let me know in the poll right up here. So yeah, that was everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed this series, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!